So one of the better online retailers was having a sale, see? Over the 4th of July, one of my go-to model suppliers had this Athearn Genesis DCC Ready DDA40X marked down to about $250. Yeah, they got me pretty good. Well, it's here, so now for the initiation ritual. Toss a decoder into it. We'll get it out of the box first and... that's a good sign. I see a little yellow piece bouncing around in the plastic clamshell there. At least it's still with the engine, but sheesh. It happens, though. Every now and then, someone at the Postal Service misinterprets the fragile markings on a box to mean throw overhand. Let's get it out and take a look. Okay, I see where it came from. Nothing a little glue and a patient, if not slightly shaky hand won't fix. I did my usual thing of a little glue applied with a toothpick and then sliding the piece back into place. No problem. I noticed that the handrail to the left was off, so I did the same thing. Even after multiple tries, I couldn't get it to slide into its hole. I think I ended up accidentally gluing it to the ladder itself and not to its hole, but oh well. It's better than it was. Now to see about getting the shell off it... Oh, what is this? So the side frames of one of the trucks are loose too. I sure got what I paid for on this one. Granted, all I had to do is study the truck that was more solid, figure out what was moving on the front truck that wasn't supposed to, and glue the loose part on the front truck so it don't move no mo. Simple, really. Now that it's in better mechanical shape, time to open it up and toss the decoder in. Usually, all you need to do is pop the couplers out and the shell comes right off. I went to consult the exploded diagram for a moment, trying to figure out exactly where the decoder plug was on this thing. Then I removed the other coupler and... Nope, no movement. Back to the exploded diagram. I don't see anything obvious. Maybe the 2 screws next to the fuel tank? Well, no. I spent a solid 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get into this thing. Eventually, after consulting Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT, I finally found a vague reference that turned out to be a clue. These 2 screws holding the fuel tank on? Previous experience told me they were just cosmetic, as I have never seen anything useful under a fuel tank. Well, this is the first time. Turns out there are 8 screws that need to come out to get that shell off. The 2 coupler box screws, the 2 under the trucks, the 2 in the middle of the fuel tank, and 2 in the frame under the fuel tank. There it goes. And there's the plug. I'm just tossing a Loc Pilot in there, so no big deal here. Get the blank plug off and press the new decoder on. I did a quick test before closing it back up, and it did move. Now to put the thing back together. All 6 structural screws went back in place, but I decided to test it one more time. It looked like the shell was not sitting the way it was supposed to, so I took it back apart. After getting the shell and frame apart again, I pushed back various wires I thought might have been pinched and checked a few other things. I didn't find a smoking gun, but after some fiddling it looked happier, so back together it went. The raw footage alone from this quagmire of a preliminary inspection and decoder installation was 30 minutes long, and I quit recording for fair chunks of it. This whole affair took almost an hour. Ah well, it's done. It's running, and despite all the mess, I'm happy with it. Being a model railroader sometimes shares some territory with being a frustrated squirrel. Sometimes you just end up with a tough and uncooperative nut to crack. Stay safe out there, and enjoy this great hobby of ours.